Hi, this is Hao here. Today we are going to do the review of Lesson 5, The Stars and the Gods. The stars represent the time factor within the trinity of 天时, 地利, and 人和. So we are looking at the auspicious levels of the various stars from the highest star 天府星 to 天蓬星. For 天府, we are looking at people who look attractive and carries wisdom. They have high affinity with people working in the media, education, sales, financial and language interpreter sectors. For 天星, we are looking at people who are intelligent, calculative, and likes to weigh the options. For 天星 people, we could also be referring to doctors of the Western side and Western medication. 天星 people also have great leadership skills and they are quite talented. For 天任, we are looking at people who are dependable, hardworking, willing to undergo hardship, and they are slow and steady workers. They are willing to make sacrifices to get things done, and they are kind-hearted, generous, and honest. 天令 people are can be easily agitated. They are temperamental, and for work-wise, they could be asking for promotions. For other matters, we are looking at blood-related illness, blood loss, and accidents. If in the divination chart that appears 天阴 and asking whether you need to do it or not, try not to do it unless it's important, as the results could be usually negative. For 天冲, we are looking at an aggressive, fast worker and helpful people. They are very good people for FMCG work, sales and marketing, and deadline-based jobs. So because they are fast-paced people, they are not suitable for things that are slow, like marriage, construction, and moving business. For 天瑞, we are looking at questionable things and the ability for such people to help others. 天瑞 is a sickness star. So when you have 天瑞, when we are looking at illnesses, we look at 天瑞. 天瑞 also have strong affinity with the metaphysics, religion, spiritual, and academic studies. For 天柱, we are looking at people who can argue well, decisive, and has a tendency to attract problems. They may have difficulty acknowledging their own problems. When you have 天瑞 in the divination chart, in the divination palace, we are looking at incidents associated with gossip, scandal, crisis, lawsuit, and such people can be holding important positions in an organization and company, etc. When we are looking at 天蓬, we are looking at people who are brave, they are a risk taker, and they are a good leader. 天蓬 has the ability to magnify both the good and bad. 天蓬 people are associated with criminal and unlawful activities. They love to float around, and we could also be looking at activity of losing big money. Let's now look at the gods for the Qimen Lesson. The gods represent the mystery forces of the universe. Auspicious level, 知府 has the greatest auspicious level, and the least auspicious is the 白虎星. 知府 controls all the stars. 知府 as a person with 知府 has strong leadership qualities. In society, 知府 represents a bank or a judge. For the client, 知府 represents authority, a boss, a high management person, or a nobleman. It also represents valuable and precious things. A person with Liu He is an easygoing, outgoing, and friendly person. In society, Liu He represents marriage, partnership. In business, in sales, it represents agents, middlemen, and salesmen. In the legal field, it represents evidence and proof. 九天 the word 天 means heaven, 9 heavens, it means tall and high rise. It is good for traveling with vehicles. For work-wise, it represents high expectations or high-level work. For illness, it means that the person has passed on or is going to pass on. For 九地, 地 means earth, 九地 means low level. It gives a feeling of calmness, peacefulness, and laid back. For a relationship, it means that the person is dependable, stable, and firm. For a physical structure, like example, you are looking for an item that is lost, it means that this item is at a low level or flat earth. For events, it means that it is a slow unfolding process. 藤蛇, as you can see from the picture, we are looking at a long and winding route. So it can mean that, okay, let's talk about the person first. It means that the person is sneaky, and it can give you false information. For some other cases, it can mean that the person is confused and is overthinking, giving rise to mental breakdown. It also means that the presence of problems or worries. For information, it means that there's a lot of inaccuracy and could change pretty fast, just like the picture you're looking here. For a tying person, it means that the person is gentle, quiet, and introvert, or the person can be cunning and shrewd. For problems, it means that there could be a hidden issue or secret. For a situation, it means that the situation is deemed gloomy or there's someone helping you secretly. For Shen Wu, we are looking at a person who is a good communicator, fast thinking, and intelligent. They're good for doing sales. For associated events, we are looking at bribery, theft, and robberies. When we are looking at business, when the Shen Wu is present, we are looking at minor loss of money. When we are looking at results, it means that there is something fake. For Bai Hu, we are looking at a fierce tiger, which means that the person is fierce and aggressive. For events, it means that there's presence of disasters and injuries. It could also mean that there is a presence of harm, casualties, accidents, illness, and conflicts. So to know more, contact me at zihao81@yahoo.com. Thank you.